to come in, because you kill one, yeah, it affects everybody. It's a family. And if you've served in the military in any capacity, that's your partner. These are the people that you train with. These are lifelong people. These people that you served with, you got their backs. You'll take a bullet for them. It's not just for the president. They'll do it for you. Officers will do it for you to protect you. That's their primary job, to serve and protect. And there's officers who will put it just like the Secret Service. They'll put their lives on the line for you. Dial 911. You have an emergency. They come out. They're going to put themselves in harm's way to protect you. They got your back, and they will. We need to show more respect. I tell you, young people and adults. Maybe you didn't like a way an officer maybe pulled you over. Maybe he was power hungry. Maybe he had something that he was trying to prove or something like that. But hey, don't let that ruin your whole perception on people that serve. And unfortunately, there's people that do that with other people. It's not just law enforcement officials. It's just human beings. Faded and jaded and way overlated. I mean, something bad happened, and then they got the chip on the shoulder, and for the rest of their lives because of that incident. And that's, maybe it was two, but there's no more forgiveness. There's no more tolerance. I mean, that's just it. They're done, and everybody else has to pay. And that's a shame. And apparently he's locked up one too many times and did not like people watching him when he was breaking the law. Well, that's what happens when you break the law. It's not just over here. You break the law in other places. Well, I don't think the guy was lucky to be in America. Put it that way. You're lucky to be America because of our process and the fairness that the system doesn't. It's not perfect by any means. And I know that sadly that there are people that fall in the cracks into the foster care system. They slide into issues because they don't have mom and dad, or they don't have a parent or a adult that cared. And, I'm sure he has his story of how he led his life and how he fell into crime and who mentored him, or if he had any mentor. And in many of these sad cases, is these people had bad examples. Bad families they came from, where dad was missing or their mom didn't care, was on crack. And, there's always seemingly the past, unfortunately, it didn't justify at all what he had did, because clearly he knew it was wrong what he had did. But clearly everybody else around him was going to pay, and it cost him his life too. And unfortunately, an innocent life went down. Had he had known that he may have gotten shot and killed, maybe he wanted to get killed. I don't know. They're going to talk to friends. They're going to talk to family. They're going to try to comb up and dig up as much as possible. But this is really, I would say, spooked a lot of officers in New York, because there's always the loonies out there that, they're copycats. And they'll copy something that they see. Monkey see, monkey do. But it's not just New York City. Like I say, it's so many other cities out there that these officers, man, they put all on the line. They work all hours of the night and day, and they just don't know what to encounter from one day to the next when they say goodbye to their loved ones when they come out. So anytime that you see an officer that might be in line, buy his coffee. Not every place gives free coffee to law enforcement officials, but just a nice gesture. Believe me, I've seen the reactions on their faces, and they really appreciate it because they know why you bought their coffee. It just says, look, I'm here. I'm here to support you. I care about you. It's just a really nice pick-me-up for that man, for that woman that serves, and they know how dangerous it is. But when you do that, it'll put a smile on their face, and they'll realize that there are people out there that support them and love them and care about them and respect them. And I'm saying do more of that in your community, and so show your support for the Blue, because it has been undermined by a past administration unfortunately, did not show a lot of respect to the men in military or the men in blue. And folks, these people are superheroes, in my opinion. They're like Supermen and Superwomen. They're just like our military folks when they go out and put themselves in harm's way. Just like that. They're there. They serve our country courageously, and they know that they're going to go in harm's way, and they do it because of what it means to protect their families, their communities, their friends. And it's comforting for me. Thank God for that. Can you imagine your city without police officers? Can you imagine? I mean, looting would be going on. Breaking into houses would be rampant. You know how many more murders would be taking place? I mean, you wouldn't even want to think about it. Look at how much goes on with the police. Think about without lawlessness. It would be the Wild West. It'd be insane. So anyways, if you get anything from this tragedy in New York, is that the respect needs to come back. And this, believe me, will kick up a notch for NYPD. This will send some righteous anger completely. And believe me, for anybody that was connected or remotely has this thing, there's going to be a massive crackdown on police killers and people laying for them. The only thing that I kind of thought about, man, they do make limousines like the president's windows, where you can't shoot and kill somebody through the windows. Why don't they make police cars, the windows at least, bulletproof? And I might have to ask an officer a question to see what the response would be, and if any police officers are armored in that way, because I know they have the cats where they go into buildings, where they finally went into Orlando up the road from us to finally put a stop to all that insanity. And they're bulletproof. But why don't they have squad cars that go into harm's way without that? And is it a cost thing? Maybe it's that. Is there any police cars that actually have the bulletproof windows, or is there not such a thing? I was under the impression that they already had that technology. Maybe that needs to be discussed. Maybe they need to start putting this in all squad cars. To me, if the technology's there, shoot. Spend the money. It's needed in the worst way. If it could save a life, just even one life. But you think how many lives and how many people have been ambushed in their cars, because it's an easy thing. It's too easy, and it's really a coward's way of killing somebody, where somebody's sitting in the car. What are you going to expect, that somebody's going to come up and just in cold blood just kill you? I mean, you see this stuff in the movies. Maybe that's where this guy got inspired in the movies. Hey, I'll just come up and I'll shoot you. Sad day for America, folks. Be praying for her family, Miss Familia's family in New York. But it affects all officers, and it affects this American for real today on For the People. Our website's forthepeopleshow.com. Weigh in on anything that we're talking about, forthepeopleshow.com.
Help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Keith Allen and For the People, we're back. Now, CNN, they have been in some really hot water, and there's a big backlash here. Here is the CNN at blackmail. Basically, that's the hashtag that's been going viral. Now, I've called this clip Trump Slam. It's because, remember, several days ago, we're talking about the video that went viral. It was the video showing Donald Trump. Formerly, he was a wrestler, but he was wrestling the logo of CNN. So let's hear that.
Oh, my God, what's going to happen?
All right. So anyways, I thought it was kind of fun. Well, CNN basically has decided to track down a gentleman that actually put this video together. They found him, and basically the deal is they have blackmailed him. They have pretty much, we're speculating here, but basically said, you don't stop doing this. This kind of thing, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use your name, and nationwide, everybody's going to know that you did this. So basically, the gentleman, CNN is not publishing his name because he apologized, but pretty much whole solos. Okay, basically that was his username. And they say, well, we're not going to release it because this guy is a private citizen who has issued to us an extensive statement of apology showing his remorse by saying that he has taken down all the offending posts, and because he said he is not going to repeat this ugly behavior of social media again, the article said CNN reserves the right